Pearson, put through by Greenough. Jones is after it. Pearson shot, goal!
Welcome again to the big match. Well, it's been one of those weekends, as you'll see, filled with goals and thrills, and we have plenty of both in this lineup. The main match is Queen's Park Rangers against Manchester United, a truly brilliant match, supported by Everton against Coventry City, and from the second division, Sunderland against Luton Town. 12 goals then to be gathered up in the next hour, and on top of that, more from our crazy corner, and the day the crossbar broke in Ireland. That's one of the moments that we should be recalling this week. But first, it's away to Loftus Road for Queen's Park Rangers and the visit of Manchester United. Always such a big draw wherever they go, and here both teams certainly gave wonderful value for money. And as United take the field, it's worth reflecting on the upturn in the fortunes of one or two players out there.
Both goalkeepers have been getting an unexpected break in the first team. This is Derek Richardson of Rangers, for so long the understudy, now in the first team because of the injury to Phil Parkes. And for Manchester United, Paddy Roach, he gets his chance because of the recent form of Alex Stepney, which has wavered a little. Queen's Park Rangers, in fact, are way below strength. No Jerry Francis, no Dave Clement, no Peter Eastoe, no Martin Busby. And getting his first full league game at number 11 is 18-year-old Barry Wallace, who played against Aston Villa in the League Cup last month, with Tommy Cunningham coming in at number 6. Rangers with only 2 wins in their last 13 games. Manchester United, meanwhile, come without Sammy McIlroy, who's got knee ligament trouble. His place goes to Ashley Grimes. But other than that, with the 2 Greenoffs fit again, and Lou Macari too, it's looking much more like the old Manchester United and how they need to get back to form. But one man in sparkling form for them is Steve Coppell. So recently, such a star turn for England just up the road at Wembley. Here are Rangers' 2 new youngsters. Barry Wallace, only 18, big responsibility on his shoulders this afternoon. And the same can certainly be said for Tommy Cunningham, and he's a youngster Rangers picked up from nearby Chelsea. And back at Loftus Road, Dave Sexton, so recently the manager of Queen's Park Rangers, now in charge of Manchester United, getting a silver salver from the Rangers chairman, Mr. Jim Gregory, for his work that he did here at Loftus Road. The referee today is Ron Crabb from Devon, his last season on the league list, and now we're all ready for the start. So Manchester United with massive support again, attacking the goal to our left in red shirts and black shorts. Queen's Park Rangers in their hoops, and both sides looking for a convincing performance here to get themselves back on the right road. Manchester United, who lost 4 before their 1-0 win against Norwich City at Old Trafford last Saturday. Rangers, in fact, who picked up just a little bit in the last few weeks. 2 wins in the last 4 games. Throws well. Wallace. Curry cut that out. Coppell. Buchan. Saw the gap. Found a lovely pass. Good play by Pearson, and lovely play overall by United. Started with Buchan's very positive running, Pearson's delicate touch, and Jimmy Greenoff hitting it first time, but off the target. Bowls his header. Oh, Evans. A bit of space. Can he find the shot? And Houston was in quickly to repair the damage for United. Jimmy Greenoff. Ashley Grimes to Lou Macari. Houston linking up. Grimes, Macari, Grimes. Really warming to this task now, United. Nicol. Look at the space here for Houston. Hit in low, hit first time. Pearson! Oh, great save! Oh, my word, Pearson must have felt that had to be a goal, and what a spectacular goal it would have been. Played in from the left. A rare piece of acrobatics there by Stuart Pearson. And a great reflex save by Derek Richardson, who grabbed it in the end at the second attempt. Wallace playing it back to Hollins. Oh, now Leighton James onside, played onside by Martin Buchan. Now can he find the cross? Needham with the shot, and that's a goal! The question is whether Leighton James was offside or whether, as I thought, Buchan had just played him onside. The cross came over, and David Needham had come up brilliantly to hammer it past Roach. QPR 1, Manchester United 0. 18 minutes gone, and a game that was beginning to warm up should really begin to bubble now. Stuart Houston. Grimes. Hill. Now Koppel. Well, you can't argue with that challenging as well by Tommy Cunningham. Doing a good, strong defensive job for Rangers today. Koppel again with a corner though. Oh, and a brilliant save again by Derek Richardson. Macari and Pearson went for that header. A tantalising corner. And the two United lads went for it. It looked a certain goal until Richardson sprang across there and stopped it on the line. Leighton James. Tommy Cunningham. Finding Shanks. Well, the idea was a very good one. It was a good run by him, and he tried to get it inside Koppel there for Wallace, but here come United instead with Jimmy Nicholl. Defenders making a lot of ground there. Houston. That's not going to reach Koppel. And Shanks crashing into Ashley Grimes there. Or rather, Nicholl. Koppel lifting it through to Jimmy Greenoff. Koppel again. Oh, deflected in there. No, offside. Offside. Cracked in there by Koppel. Deflected by Gordon Hill. Offside. And here's Hollins. Well, Bowles let that run, thinking that Leach would pick it up, but he didn't. It's United instead. It's Koppel again. And Gillard in. Macari. Rangers under siege again. Even Leighton James right back there, helping out with the defence. Here's Macari. That's an interesting cross again. Hill there with a header! That's a beautiful goal. Heaven knows they've threatened to do it for quite a little while. And then Macari got away on the right. What a cross that was. But what a leap it was by Gordon Hill beyond the despairing arms of Derek Richardson. Queen's Park Rangers 1, Manchester United 1, 5 minutes to go to half-time. Gordon Hill the scorer, bringing his total to 6. And a goal they've always threatened to get. Here's Macari, the man who made it. On for Pearson. Gillard's after him. And a goal kick. No penalty. It didn't even cross the referee's mind. Grimes losing out to Bowles, and it falls for Leach. Koppel. Macari right up there. Oh, Koppel feeding Wallace. A touch for Jimmy Greenoff. In for Koppel again. No foul. But another example of some exhilarating attacking football from Manchester United. And Koppel is playing as well as anybody. Barry Wallace. Hitting it forward for Leighton James. A nudge in the back by Brian Greenoff. No, it's the half-time whistle. And what a first half. Gordon Hill's tremendous headed equaliser for Manchester United after David Needham had gone up, the number 5, to put QPR ahead. A lot of skill, a lot of excitement. United really coming and attacking Queen's Park Rangers, and Rangers battling away to keep the ship afloat. So it all adds up to what promises to be a marvellous second half. The half-time score then at Loftus Road. QPR 1, Manchester United 1. We'll be right back with that second half. Welcome back to Loftus Road. 1-1 the score at half-time. Queen's Park Rangers now in the hoop shirts attacking the goal to our left. Collins. So Jimmy Nicholl with the throw for Manchester United. Jimmy Greenoff to Stuart Houston. Hill, Grimes, Hill again, and Hollins. That's a good ball. Leighton James. Curled in there again towards Hollins, but if he'd been a fraction shorter, he might have grabbed that one before Roach got to it. Houston calling for that and getting it well. Nicely turned on there by Hill for Pearson. Macari's gone up. Ashley Grimes has gone right in there too. Pearson's cross. Oh, good save again by Richardson. But it's astonishing how quickly they get their men forward. As soon as there's the slightest chance of men leaping forward, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them come there. And Pearson put that across well, and Richardson saved it well. Cunningham. Play through for Bowles. Again. Leighton James wide here. Koppel's the first man facing him, though. And Nicholl. Needham. Game that's beautifully balanced at the moment. You have the feeling that United's aggressive attacking football will pay in the end, but at the moment it's QPR very much on the attack now with Leach. The cross coming in towards Gibbons, a goal! Twice that United have looked likely to take over in this game, as they did when Needham got the first goal, and as they did at the early part of this second half. But there's that cross coming over, and Don Gibbons, a former Manchester United player himself, got up. That's wide of Roach, and that's Queen's Park Rangers 2, Manchester United 1. And Don Gibbons against his old club. 10 minutes of the second half gone. Well, again, the battle swings. Houston. It looked as though it was going to be all United in the opening 18 minutes, and then Rangers scored. It was all United after that, and they got the equaliser. It was all United again at the start of this second half, but here are Rangers in front again. Bowles. Picking his way through that mass of red shirts and finding Gillard. Now, the ball with Wallace. Wallace again. Oh, and Leach in a lot of space on the right there. It was his ball that led to the goal. There's the cross coming in again towards Hollins this time. Now it'll come this time for Wallace, but Roach down on the ground, right behind it. And they're going to make a substitution. And it's going to be Lou Macari, who I think injured his hip just about 3 or 4 minutes ago. Left hip. So Macari's going off. And Chris McGrath, here he comes.
Manchester United side for Lou
Buchan. Koppel. And Wallace getting stuck into it again, but this time Jimmy Greenoff has shrugged him off. Buchan. Tommy Kavanagh in the bench there, throwing men forward, throwing his arms forward, wanting as many to go forward as possible. Grimes with that shot straight at Richardson. That for so long as there is on the left with a perky jockey cap. That really has been Rangers, or rather Man United philosophy for so long. Gillard. Offside against Hollins, trying to sneak in behind the United defence. Some urgent messages coming from the Rangers bench, mostly I think to keep going and keep going. Koppel. Buchan. Koppel again. It's so much of the game, United. It's incredible to think they're behind still, but they are 2-1. Here's Hill. That's a deflected behind for the corner. Atmosphere absolutely terrific now. And another corner then for Manchester United. Buchan tried to flick that one on. Headed out by Gillard for Leighton James. Stan Bowles. Oh, what a beautiful touch by Bowles for Leighton James. And there's Shanks in the middle. Now, can Shanks make something of this? With just the keeper to beat. Oh, good Lord, it was very nearly an own goal. It was Gordon Hill who came back there and came so close to putting it into his own net. What a run that was. It was turned inside beautifully, though, for Shanks, who controlled it well. That was a great run for him to get there. I wonder if he lost his nerve just a little bit there as he came towards Paddy Roach. And then Hill was hurtling in and it went just wide. Buchan now leading the charge for Manchester United. Nicol. Gillard's header away. Hollins. Obstruction there on Bowles. By Jimmy Nicol. Free kick to Queen's Park Rangers. Greenoff. Hollins right in there again. The boot was high by Koppel. That didn't worry Hollins, though. Leach held up that pass for a moment, and that was a good thing to do because they were offside at that moment. Bowles going on. What a nice ball there. Played for Leighton James. Now calling for the accurate cross. Or maybe for the shot. Good. Great. What a good save. I think Manchester United were half expecting a little dink cross. Leighton James had other ideas. And he hammered one at Paddy Roach. Here's Leighton James again. Brought down, free kick. Unabated excitement now. As Rangers still lead by 2-1. And Rangers now with the free kick. Bowles lifting it forward. Shanks hoping to get in behind. Now a chance for United to break out quickly. McGrath, he's given it to Leach. Nichols coming across. McGrath again. Jimmy Greenoff. Brian Greenoff. Grimes. Brian Greenoff again. Pearson. And there's young Tommy Cunningham. As cool as you like, getting it away to Leighton James. On for Stan Bowles. Now they've got him up, and they've got him stretched as Leighton James takes it down the right. Don Gibbons is in the middle. And Rangers might have missed a chance there, but they've got a free kick with a foul by Brian Greenoff on Stan Bowles. Can they produce something now from a yard and a half outside that Manchester United penalty area? So Bowles versus the Manchester United wall, and behind it Paddy Roach. Leighton James is right in there as well. Bowles curling it. Oh, and Roach saving well by the post. McGrath now to Nicol. Brian Greenoff. And Bobble beat him. And then Gibbons beat him. And then Koppel beat him. A good advantage played there by the referee, with Houston going up outside him. Hitting in low there. A goal by Hill! And Don Gibbons is going to get the yellow card. Gibbons gets the yellow card for arguing too fiercely with the referee. He felt that the advantage should not have been played when it was. But United went up superbly down that left flank, and Houston was right up there. And as the ball came in, Hill hit it first time. Richardson hadn't a hope. 2-2, but Hill looks as though he might be in a bit of trouble. Tommy Kavanagh there. And he relieved Manchester United bench. Sammy McElroy on the right, who missed the game. Lou Macari was off on the left. 2 minutes to go, says Sammy McElroy. Now, Manchester United then down to 10 men as we play out the last few seconds of a really wildly exciting afternoon that has been really heaving with excitement, almost from the word go. Leighton James. Stopped that time by Grimes. Again, another look at the referee's watch. Pearson right in there. Needham turning it back to Richardson. And there goes the final whistle. Dave Sexton goes off, but at least he goes away from his old club with a point. 90 minutes of tremendous excitement, great skill, and really all credit to everybody on the field. And a final scoreline then at Loftus Road, still bubbling with the excitement of it all. Queen's Park Rangers 2, Manchester United 2.
And without doubt, the best game we've been able to bring you so far this season. And friend and foe alike, I think, was overtaken by the heaving excitement of it all, as you'll see as we meet now the Manchester United manager Dave Sexton and the Rangers skipper John Hollins. But John Hollins was anything but pleased with United's last gasp equaliser.
A little bit controversial, the last goal.
In what way?
Well, if
Don Gibbons, in fact, was...
Well, he was in possession of the ball, and Stevie Coppell got across him and virtually obstructed him off the ball, and the ball rolled into his path. And then from that, he knocked it into Stuart Houston, who crossed, and it was the goal.
Did you see that, David?
Perfect goal to me, Brian.
I knew that was coming.
Bit wrong.
Well, this is the incident they're talking about. As Don Gibbons takes possession here now, is he obstructed by Steve Coppell? I thought originally that the referee had made a very good decision and was right to allow the game to go on. You pleased to see him go away with a point?
No, I'm not. The only thing I wanted him to go away was with the silver salver.
They give you 3 cheers.
But that was the only thing.
You want to see him go away with the silver salver?
Just the silver salver and a good pat on the back. But he did tell me a good joke, but I'll tell you that one later.
I said that to Mr. Gregory when he presented him. I said, I hope that's not all we're going to get when I got the salver. So it's nice silver salver, which was very, very thoughtful, and I appreciate it very much from Queen's Park Rangers. A wonderful club to me, and Manchester United got a point as well, so it was a happy day.
Time for more action now as we dip briefly into the second division game between Sunderland and Luton Town at Roker Park. Sunderland climbing well. Indeed, they've moved up from 18th place to 7th in the past few weeks. Luton, meanwhile, have slipped during the same period. It was a match covered by Tyne-Tees Television. The commentators, Kenneth Wolstenholme. Sunderland here are in the stripes.
Price to take the throw. Butcher. Not able to get up to it, and Henderson didn't want to risk a turn. He was quite sensible. He assumed somebody would be behind him, and if he tried to turn, he'd have run straight into the path of Fucillo, the man who's now taking the corner kick. Price. Oh, Fucillo scored. That one hit low. It came across to Price. He hit it back in, and I thought Fucillo had lost control, and perhaps the defender should have snapped it away when he pushed it to one side, but he recovered beautifully and hit it into the roof of the net to make it 1-0 for Luton. Fucillo into Husband. Good bit of running by West to get into that space. He's got Hill on his right. This is Hill. Oh, and it's loose. And Henderson just toe-ending it clear. That ball curled away from Siddle. Now Sunderland with Rowell. Rostron to Rowell, a lovely move. And saved by the foot. Good goalkeeping, nevertheless, by Alexic. He came out, narrowed the angle. A shot from Gary Rostron, from Gary Rowell, rather, caught him on the foot. A curve. Arnott to Rostron. Comes Bolton, and Sunderland trying to pile the pressure on Luton. Oh, it's a great goal! Oh, from fully 30 yards with his right foot. Never rose an inch from the left back. Joe Bolton hit it beautifully. Just scorched on top of the turf, and Alexic had no chance at all. The ball going away from him, and it's 1 inch.
And it finished in a 1-1 draw. But now it's time for Crazy Corner, featuring that amazing Athlone goalkeeper, Mick O'Brien. Finn Harps now with the free kick, and look at Mick, there he is. Beautiful action there, and they took a quarter of an hour to patch up that crossbar, and then when Finn Harps had scored again and they were putting the ball back on the centre line, you can see the players have noticed also that something has again happened down at that end, and Mick is in business again. Let's let the Irish commentator take up the story now.
Extraordinary situation down at the Athlone goal. After that goal, as the players were regrouping in the centre, Mick O'Brien climbed up on the goal, jumped on the goal he had broken earlier, and he has now been ordered off the field by the referee. With the goal in bits, the crossbar, which had been repaired, took nearly a quarter of an hour to repair, is now in absolute bits. And the referee is running off with O'Brien, and Lord knows what is going to happen with this match.
Well, Mick, one of my favourite footballers, I fancy, was suspended for quite a while after that. One final Crazy Corner word, though, before we move on. He's done it again. Keith Andrews, that old Woodhouseians goalkeeper who started it all off by scoring on successive weeks from one end of the field to the other, believe it or not, he's scored again, this time against Albanians. Well, we've got some more Crazy Corner items for you next week, but now we move on again to First Division action to catch up with two clubs who really have surprised a lot of people this season. Everton, who started the day in second place, and Coventry, who started it in third. A crowd of 43,000 at Goodison Park for this game. The pictures come from Granada Television. The commentators, Gerald Sinstadt, and Everton are in the white shorts.
Thomas, again to try the touchline. This is the kind of play he loves, and Yorick has hooked him down. 8 minutes into the game, and Terry Yorick severely admonished for that tackle. Feet whipping up somewhere around the knees. Thomas takes the free kick himself. Good one. Dobson's header. So Terry Yorick pays the full penalty for his foul. Thomas, the man who was brought down, plays the free kick to the near post, and Dobson gliding in on the angled header. To Wallace. Wallace, a good turn and hook across, and Wood was in some trouble with it. Wallace dangerous anywhere in the penalty area. took that and turned very cleverly, and the ball into the top angle caused Wood a bit of trouble. Nardiello with the corner. Good jump by McDonald. Well saved by Wood, but the corner was beautifully placed, and McDonald soared on his own. Gordon Lee with arms folded. Cleared by Roberts. Lyons, Latchford free, and it's a goal. Mike Lyons making another of his crucial interventions upfield, just slotted in there, toe-ended the ball over to Latchford, and as the Coventry defenders looked to the linesman, Latchford headed in, and the flag stayed down. Pejic. Latchford there. Is that a penalty? I think the referee was unsighted. He was far side of the goalmouth from that trip. And that's a free kick. McDonald bringing down Thomas. But I think that Coventry may have had a let-off with the previous incident. Thomas takes the free kick, and there's a goal! Latchford again! Thomas is devastating with those crosses with the dead ball, and for the second time in the game it's paid off. Gordon Lee absolutely delighted, Steve Burtonshaw applauding his men, and that was a beautiful cross, well nodded in by Latchford. Jones with the free kick. Flick on by Lyons, Latchford has kept it in play, he has Thomas there, number 11. Thomas has got it over. They're queuing up at the back post there. And it's gone in off the post. Who's going to claim that? I think Pearson. But the credit really is Thomas's. He delayed and delayed and delayed, and when he played the cross, they were all waiting on the far post. And the nod went across the goal and eventually in off the post. And it was Jim Pearson who raised his arms to claim the goal. Off McDonald's head, it's come to King! You won't find a happier bench than that anywhere in the country. Gordon Lee, who lives every kick with his players. But really, what a fine goal there. McDonald not quite making the header correctly. And Andy King, left foot on the volley. No chance for Blythe. Nardiello. Good play by Nardiello. That's that left foot. It's the first time he's had a chance to use it. Tripped his way into the box with his right foot. Found the gap for the left foot shot, and Wood made a great save. Oki to Nardiello. Pejic, Dobson, Thomas. Acres of space for him, two men to cross to. Latchford! What a glorious goal! the goal of a championship side. The mark of tremendous finishing and accuracy from Latchford, but a marvellous break by Thomas, given the room to go down, and yet again he sets one up with a beautiful cross, and Latchford, the finishing that surely England are looking for.
6-0 for Everton, what a win. And that's it, and what action we've had for you today. I just hope we can repeat it for you next week as well. Attacking football at its best and most exciting. And we leave you today with the goal that wrapped up that exhilarating game at Queen's Park Rangers yesterday, and the one that you've just seen that topped it all off for Everton and gave manager Gordon Lee a glimpse of what could happen for his club Everton this season.
A good advantage played there by the referee, with Houston going up outside him. Getting in low there, the goal by Hill!
Acres of space for him, 2 men to cross to.